Office workers are not the only ones that feel the negative effects of prolonged sitting, hunching over. So students, this one is specifically for you, but is not limited to students. It is just a little bit more of a playful take on desk yoga. So today on Yoga with Paige, we are focusing mainly on opening up through the tops of the shoulders, the back, and finding a lot of dynamic, playful, fun movements that you can have when you are hunched over and feeling the tension in your upper spine as you're spending hours and hours in the library, or you're studying, say you're at a little coffee shop. Some of these movements might look a little weird, but if you can throw that ego aside, you will be able to open up your body and focus better, study more, learn better, find more creativity, more inspiration. All of these breaks are so beneficial. So whenever you're ready, let's get the ball rolling and start opening up our bodies and minds. Beginning top down, we're starting today with the neck. So sitting in any seat that you would like. First, make sure we have a nice neutral spine. Take one breath here. And on your next exhale, take your gaze over the right shoulder, just to the point where you feel a nice stretch in the neck. Hold here. Release tension in the shoulders. Carefully come back through center and over to the other side. Holding for a few breaths on each side before we begin to do one breath per movement. Making sure not to force anything here. Just finding goodness. Come back through center and then take one breath. Exhale over the right. Inhale center. Exhale to the left. 2 more times each side. Feeling more open as we breathe. When you're all balanced out, return back to a nice neutral spine. Take the fingertips to the shoulders. Elbows come down by the ribs. Inhale, reach the elbows up, up, up towards the sky until you can't go straight anymore. Then take them out and around, squeezing the scapula together and then bringing them back down. So inhale, reach them up. And exhale, circle them around. Just waking up the shoulder joint. We can start to make this a little bit more fluid. Finding one more circle before reversing. This way it might feel very awkward and weird, but inhale, reach them back, draw the scapula together, then reach them around and exhale, bring them back down. Taking the reverse option, maybe sparking up some inspiration in that brain, get things moving, get the blood flowing. Find one more big circle here. I lied, one more. Feels too good. And release the hands. We're coming to the very edge of your seat for this one. The very, very, very edge. Almost like you're not sitting on your chair anymore. So plant the feet more than hip distance apart, taking little windshield wipers, but we'll be taking them one leg at a time. So reach back, grab your chair where you can, really get a nice steady hold. Dip the left knee in. Pressing it down, we can kind of feel length on the side here. Then lift it back up. And the right knee. So we're effectively coming onto the inner edge of the foot. We can also extend it, take a little twist. Find what feels good to you here. If you're in a public space, this one might look a little weird. But that's okay. Maybe you will spark some joy in someone else's day. Maybe they needed a little comic relief. If you have a rolling chair, you can also let your chair help you kind of do some of the work. Just opening up through the hips, release with every breath. Finding about one more on each side. And then coming back, taking the feet hip distance apart and scooting back onto the chair. You're going to need a little bit of room for this one. Make sure you have ample space in front of you as well. You will be kicking your desk. We're extending here. So take your right foot up, cross your hands, plant the heel on the chair and around through the back. So you can kind of wrap your arms around your knee, really press away from the foot. So use that opposition to round, opening up the space between the scapula. You can also place your forehead on the knee. 2 breaths. And then raise the head. Extend the leg, still holding on to the foot. And then bend it. So just doing this a few times, working through the knee joint. Finding your breath again. You don't have to extend all the way if that doesn't feel good. Just taking one more. And then with your knee bent, cross this right ankle over the left knee, coming into a little seated pigeon. So find length, reach up through the crown of the head, big breath in. And on your exhale, slowly take the chest towards the legs. Really feeling this in the bum, in your seat, the seat in your seat. Taking a few breaths. You can rest on the shin if that feels good. On your next inhale, reach back up. Gently replace that foot, coming into the other side. Picking up the left foot, heel on the chair, cross those arms over, and really round through the back. Curling into yourself in this little ball. Should feel great for the spine. And then take your gaze back up and extend the leg nice and long. And if this cross does not feel good to you, we don't have to do it, but we are trying to add in some more fun. So if you find any movement that feels more playful to you, please take that instead. Modify these movements in any way, shape, or form that you want. This practice is all about you and will make you feel better for the rest of your day ahead. One more extension. And then slowly come into your seated half pigeon. Finding length first. And then folding over, taking nice big breaths. Your brain needs a lot of oxygen right now for all of your studying, all of your hard work. You are effectively nourishing your brain with every big breath that you allow your body to take. Don't worry about looking fat, about your belly hanging over your pants. Who cares? Let that belly become big on the inhales. And exhale, fold a little bit deeper. One more breath. Coming back up, gently planting the left foot back down. Hands come to the hips, and we just circle it out. Circle it out. Finding some mobilization in the spine. Maybe we take hands to the knees, and we circle it out that way. Few little hip circles, torso circles. And when you feel nice and warmed up, return back to a long spine. Take the right hand to the left knee. Left hand comes behind the ear. Inhale, lift up. And exhale, twist very slightly to the left. So pressing against the outer edge of the knee. One big breath here. And then release the head, extend the left fingertips, finding a little bit of a deeper twist maybe. You can also grab the back of the chair if you'd like. Really create space for yourself here. Then return back to center, taking the other side. Left hand to the knee, right comes up to the head. Inhale, and then twist slightly on your exhale. Next breath, extend the arm. Give the back some love. One more breath. Fill the lungs. And exhale it all out. Return back to center. Plant those feet. Inhale, reach the arms up into this nice big V. Big V, palms face forward. Big inhale. Exhale, bend the elbows, take the palms forward. Cactus the arms, drawing the scapula together. Making a little flow with your breath. Inhale, straighten the arms, gaze up. And exhale, cactus. Taking about 5 of these. But moving at your own pace. And we meet back in our cactus arms. Big inhale to expand the chest. And then exhale, draw the elbows together in front of the chest. Inhale, reach. And exhale, close. Like you're closing your studying book. Or done. About 5 of these. Finding some strength in the upper body. And when you have done your 5th, take a moment here to roll out the wrists. Maybe clench and unclench the hands. Loosen up those joints, especially if we've been typing or using our cell phones for a lot of our studying. Really work through the fingers here. We can drop the arms down if we need to, if they're getting a little tired. Really continue to roll out the wrists. Whatever circular motions feel good. About 2 more breaths. Then on your next inhale, reach the arms out by the sides. Draw the chest up. And exhale, cross the arms, giving yourself a little hug. Right arm reaches over first. Round through the back. Pressing through the back of the shoulders. Then inhale to lift. And exhale, left arm comes on top. Making these motions as big as you can. Opposite arm coming on top each time we exhale. Beautiful. Last time each side. We can let the hands drop away, unravel them. Taking them behind the head, interlace the fingers so the hands are on the back of the neck. And exhale, draw the elbows together, tuck the chin, and then slowly roll down until your belly meets your thighs. Then release the hands. And find a fun little sway here. So we're basically trying to sweep the floor. So maybe widen the legs a little bit. If you have a lot of space, this one will also look super weird if you're in public, but who cares? Find whatever feels good, really. Reach your fingertips out. Reach from side to side. Maybe lift the arms up. Find a little interpretive dance move here. And then when you're ready for a nice static twist, we'll take both of the arms over to the right side, trying to reach the fingertips towards the right foot. It's okay if we can't reach. You can grab a hold of the ankle, maybe use the chair, whatever resources you have. Place some of those thick studying books on the ground so you can reach. Just twisting from the spine, helping you digest all those snacks and coffees you've been consuming to stay awake. And then gently walk the fingertips over to the fronts of the feet to go to the left. And find your twist. Keeping the sit bones grounded on the chair. And when you're ready to come back up, make your way through center and slowly roll up. Finding our last little movement here together today. We're ending with another big chest opener. So reach the arms behind the back, grabbing onto opposite elbows. Depress the shoulders down, reaching up through the crown of the head. And then on your inhale, you can stay here if you like, but on your inhale, I welcome you to send the shoulders back, open through the chest. Take your gaze a little bit upwards, really ground down through the feet. Find a slight back bend. See if you can find space between the collarbones. Breathing in nice big gulpfuls of air. Exhale, come back to neutral spine and switch your arms. So whichever one was kind of on top before, switch to the one that feels a little bit more uncomfortable and repeat the same thing. Taking one breath to make sure that our shoulders are down. And then gently find your slight little back bend. Won't be anything too fancy, too crazy. You can drop the head back if that feels good. And then releasing all of your limbs back to their normal states whenever you are ready. Finding any extra movements, any extra stretches that feel pertinent to you. But I think this was a fun little way to incorporate some movement into our busy day, especially to reverse some of the slouching effects from the computer from scribbling down in a notebook and try to improve our posture a little bit, get some of that blood circulating to the brain, give yourself a little mood boost. So I would love to know how this went for you, and if you enjoyed this one, you might also enjoy this one. So until next time, my friend, have a great and productive rest of your day. You got this.